Teach Me Grappling. How's it going, guys? Today I wasn't in the gym. I was at a wrestling tournament, so I thought I'd bring you a little bit of the wrestling footage. It's kind of all I could do. Here's a couple brothers. This is Trent Munoz and Alex Munoz. This is the older brother. He's got a decently tough opponent right here. So I'm going to let you guys listen in on the coaching on this match. And then on the future matches, I'll do a little bit of narrating. So go ahead and check this match out. Hope you enjoy. Snaps, pressure and snaps. It's okay. Create angles. You got an angle to work out of that. Keep the elbow. Nice drag. Keep it, keep it. That's all right. Keep wrestling.
There you go,
Good
Trent.
work. Very good work.
Get at
it. Pull his elbow. Go 2-on-1. That's all right. Very good. Just keep stalking him. Take up the space. Control your mat. Yeah. Good. Cut off the mat. Cut off the mat. Don't let him into the center. Keep coming. It's okay. Hit your drag. Get an angle. Get an angle. So peek out right side. Peek out right side. Peek out right side. Peek out right side, not left.
Stay in it, Trent.
Now keep wrestling. It's when it's there. You can't just hit it seconds after I'm done. Keep your horn up. Sprawl your left leg. Sprawl your left leg. Let's kick and break the lock. Let's break the lock. Keep wearing on his grip. Break the lock. Don't let him have an angle. Keep the angle away from him. He's gonna tire his grip out. Stay strong with your base. His grip will get tired. Don't give him any angle. Just keep wearing on his grip. Be efficient, wear on his grip. Now he's not gonna be able to have one. Now another drag, cutting angles. Build your head. Nice. Cut an angle. Push and pull. Push and pull. Inside. Nice. Good snap. Sprawl. Good. Nice. Go behind. Get your lock. Stay on the mat. You know where we are. Nice. Keep your lock. Leg right. Cross body. Cross body. Beautiful. Got your 2.
Good job, Trent.
Nice work. Breathe in nice and calm. Go down. Down. Can't hold you down. Remember, we just worked yesterday, Trent, right? Remember? Stop his first move. Nice, good pressure back. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. We know how to deal with that. Let's slide down. Post the right hand. Slide down. Don't give him the power half. Keep sliding down. Slide down. Slide down. Slide down. Don't lean to the right too much. Slide down. Here comes the hook shot. Okay, lift. That's okay. You're on top now.
There you go, Trent.
Come on. Don't tear his knee off. Just keep the leg. Now put him on his back. Nice, good head lever. Pull the arm behind the back. Keep that pressure. Nice. Keep grinding. Maybe don't go for the chicken wing that early. Next time, pull his wrist back a little bit more. Next time. Keep the hand. Good pressure. Driving off our toes. That's good pressure. We got to keep his head down. As long as his head's down. Don't let his head come out. Keep his head on the mat. It's okay. Stay locked. Locked. We got mat return. Pick it up.
Trent. Come on, finish it. Great job.
Nice work. Good push.
Keep wrestling, Trent. Come on.
Keep that pressure on.
Back up.
He's not allowed back in the match. Keep the pressure on. Nice, Iowa. Keep that pressure. Keep chopping. Remember, check different directions. Pull that wrist out. There we go. Now pull it behind the back this time. Much better, but still you're dealing with a strong kid. Very nice. We got to break him down first. Maybe keep that wrist. Nice. Keep the control. Brutal. Hold it. Hold it right there. Very nice. Very nice. Good hip pressure. Head up. Hip pressure. Head up. Nice hip pressure. Now you got it. You got to cook him. Keep cooking him. Stay right there. Very nice.
Good job, Trent.
That's how you do it. Okay, guys, so that was Trent Munoz's match. Here's his brother, and his brother's wrestling a kid that isn't that good of a wrestler. He's probably pretty new. We get in on a single leg, a little Iranian lift, throw him off the top, and then immediately we hook his leg with our right leg, and we're going for a what we call a tombstone or a reverse three-quarter stack. He cranks it kind of like a Darce. I know most of you guys, and gets the fall and too quick. So I scolded him a little bit about ending his match so fast because, you know, this is a preseason tournament. We're trying to get ready for the season. So we talked about, you know, trying to let your opponent do things so that you can practice. Okay, up next is Trent again. And again, we have an opponent we know we can probably beat, so he's going for the special. So for you guys that have seen the video on the special, that's what he's going for. I don't like how he's twisting his hips, but he ended up securing the throw, and it ended up pretty nice. But again, he is superior to his opponent. He's stronger. He's got a lot more experience, better balance. You know, Trent's been with me for, this is probably his 6th year, or maybe even going into his 7th year. So he's a sophomore in high school. Opponent gets a single leg. We get caught off balance looking for a move. Checked a little headlock and then shucked him off, and you know, we see how we're letting the guy go. So we're trying to work on letting the opponent do things so that we can attack. You know, trying to loosen up, not trying to win every single battle. Again, he's hooking up the special again, trying to set it up with pressure. Opponent's not giving him the pressure he needs until trying to get him to put his left hip in front and drive with his back leg with his right leg. Set it up. This one's a little bit better. Takes the guy through. And, you know, no big deal. Even though the kid scrambled out, we weren't really worried. I explained to him, oh, very nice arm drag, little seated arm drag. If you guys would like to see that, let me know. That's a beautiful technique. It's one of my favorite that I like. Right here, we actually hit a lift, and the poor kid almost got hurt. When we lifted, he tried to grab our leg and face planted a little bit. I warned Trent not to hurt him. We didn't, you know, we're not trying to hurt our opponents. We don't want to embarrass them, but nice little sweep single. At this moment, he changes off to a double, often called a Barza guard. But what I was asking for right here was going for a half Nelson, keep the guy pinned, but instead he knows to let the guy out. That way he can go to work more. So what I wanted him to do, we just worked this past week a couple practices of the Sumigeshi. So I also have a video of that off the single leg. So I told him, you know, go ahead and let your opponent get your leg, and we're going to try to attempt to grab his lat muscle, grab his wrist, and use our leg to flip him over. More popular in judo, but it is used in wrestling. So, and this is actually his first time ever getting a chance to use this. He needs to get the head to the inside for the variation we're working. He hits it, throws the guy, but doesn't secure control. So that's something we're going to go over in practice, how to secure the control. But I was just happy for him to at least hit it. As much as he's more confident than his opponent, he, you know, again, he was going to do it again, but his opponent lost his balance. So, you know, in order to learn, you go to these tournaments, and sometimes, just because your opponent isn't as good as you, it doesn't mean that you can't learn. We've got a chicken wing, little Anderson or reinforced chicken wing, reinforced bar. We hit a little tilt. And, you know, all the moves that we're working in practice, we want to try to work these in the tournament. Stay loose and relaxed. You know, wrestling doesn't have to be always so intense all the time, although it is very intense when you have an evenly matched opponent. Sometimes you got to let your opponent do things so that you can practice. Again, he's trying to get the opponent to come in on his hips, but even as he does that, and just defends with good hip pressure. There he takes a single leg. You know, what I was saying was, even though he defends, again, he's checking different things, trying to lift because we've been doing high crotch lifts. Again, you've got to always discover the right moment for the right move. And the only way you're going to do that is by trying stuff. So I don't mind that he's trying things. He's really trying to work on things that he's not that good at. He's not trying to just finish his opponent. And it's not about embarrassment. You know, this happens a lot in wrestling. A lot of times people feel like, oh, you got a big ego and you're trying to make yourself look. He was trying to go for standing Merkel, and he screwed that up. You know, he was able to get out of the position. But remember, you've got to learn how to try stuff, put your ego aside, and we choose to go down right here. He wanted to work some of his bottom technique. We just had a private lesson yesterday, working on our bottom technique mostly. The Granby was one of them, and also learning how to hook his leg and create a reversal. So he's trying to hook with his right leg right now as the opponent grabs our ankle, and he's trying to use that, and then we caught the elbow there, almost came into a Peterson position, and we got the escape. So that was kind of nice. Again, he's going for another special. The opponent's kind of fleeing the position, not allowing him to. So again, I'm back to it is you've got to let, and then we hit a pop a whizzer right there. The guy goes to his back. Again, I don't want to hurt any of these opponents, and it became a technical fall at that point. So the match is over. 15-point lead, and the match is over. So even when you go with these easier opponents, you need to try to relax and not try to finish them right away and try to work. Again, here's his brother Alex. He's actually an 8th grader. Probably should have put him at the varsity level, but he's wrestling in high school right here. This is at the high school level, but he's just started his 8th grade year. So hindsight's 20/20. The nice little head dip elbow pass. He's stalking his opponent. He was definitely superior than every opponent today. So I wish we would have put him varsity. Catch a front headlock. Again, he's actually not trying to use a front headlock. He wants to hit his own special. So he was instructed to do so before the match. He's trying to lock it up. There it is. He's getting some pressure. And he spins. And it's a nice little one for, not bad for a little 8th grader. Again, he cuts him, lets him go. Trying to work other techniques. One of the other techniques was a fake outside single and then to a high crotch. Here it is. He fakes and then he goes to the left. Finishing the high crotch, comes behind. Let's see. He's holding on right now. Nice little trip. We've been working on that back trip at practice. Goes into a tilt. He needs to get that bottom left knee up a little bit better. But again, not bad. And our wrestler, both boys, the Munoz brothers, they're developing confidence. They obviously they know they can win the match, but they're developing confidence in moves they're not familiar with. Okay, head snap, he's looking for double leg right now. So he actually gets a little bit too much distance for my liking, but he gets in and he wanted to lift, but the opponent kind of fell. So we, don't hurt him, just try to finish your technique. I believe, let's see, does he get a leg ride? There was a point where he was going for a leg ride technique. Maybe another mat return, checking a foot sweep. Okay, another mat return. And yeah, he's starting to set the leg ride. Arch his hips, get a crossface. Try to control him there. Again, letting the guy get off his back. When you stay loose like this, guys, you can really find techniques. It obviously helps to go with people that aren't on your level, but this is how you develop confidence so that you can fight guys that are much better. Okay, we choose neutral, second period, and let's see what we're going to do next. So he lets him in on the leg. He's going to try to hit a sumigeshi, but the opponent keeps going ahead of the outside, and Alex wasn't shown a variation there. So we're fighting the situation. We're trying to keep our balance and try to figure out the best move. He hits a little go behind and gets the takedown. And then right now I'm trying to tell him it's okay. You got to learn how to create the single leg, even when an opponent doesn't want to take it. You got to learn how to create it, but we'll go over that more in practice. So we go for a single leg. He hits a little trip backward. Again, he's not trying to hurt the kid. He just wants to score. Then he's got good control in the crotch. I told him not to pin him right here. We want to work a little bit more. So I believe actually about right here I tell him to go ahead and let the kid take you down. Because one of the moves was a Granby. We were working in practice. So let the guy take you down. I think he looks at me like, are you kidding? Let him take me down? But, yeah, let him take you down. I'm trying to tell him, let him get it. And that way you can work your technique from underneath. So he slides out there, hits a nice little Granby roll to get his escape, fires a double, and finishes it. So, again, so I guess the subject of this video is really just learning when you guys go with people that aren't as on your level. It's a nice little leg ride roll. This is something he's been working in practice quite a bit. He learned that at the Moore Park College camp, which was, thank you guys for that. You guys at Moore Park College. So, it's match is over, get the victory, but trying to learn trying to get better. Here's Alex again. Working a little club dig, little throw by action. Didn't work, but he was able to get him in on the leg. Decent opponent right here. Again, not quite on our level. Doesn't make it a competitive match, but he's still a decent kid. This will be the last match I'm showing you guys today. Okay, he cuts him, lets the kid go. Head snap, working on his feints. I'm really happy to see him starting to feint now, because there it is. You see that feint and then a shot. Again, he didn't get in very good, but I'm just happy to see the rhythm of feinting and then taking a shot. So my wrestlers right here, they're good. They're not nationally ranked or anything. They're just young kids coming up, trying to be the best they can be. And as a coach, I'm trying to develop them. Cutting an angle, again, he kind of got in on a double. Trying to sprawl a little bit. There's a crossface. Gets the go behind, secures the leg with his left leg, and then he goes into a leg cradle. So check this out. Again, definitely a very fancy move, but again, he's not going to be able to pull this off on high level competition until he develops them on the weaker competition. And then in some situations, a lot of guys go, "Well, you never catch good wrestlers with that," and that's not true at all. Great wrestlers like Jason Knoll from Penn State, they catch the best guys in the country with hot, slick moves all the time. But it's because they relax and they wrestle loose and try to feel the moment for the moves. So shooting on his high crotch, gets in, eats a crossface right here. I'm telling him to drive up to his feet. He checks the lift, didn't quite work. Went a little upper body, hits a nice little hip throw right there, keeping the arms with the underhooks. And, doesn't get the fall right there, but gets a nice little throw, and the round ended. So next round right here, we're coming up near the end. I believe this match will end with a technical fall. We choose to go down. We want to work our bottom technique again. Staying relaxed. He's looking to go for his Granby. Kind of sits out, and I actually tell him, don't get away. Just let the guy go back behind you. Don't worry about it. We're here to learn. So let him go behind you again and wait for the right moment. And our opponent isn't really giving us... See, he's trying to work like a cradle. He's not giving us the chop position, which is what we want to get that Granby. The guy legs in, we tripod, we ask him to shake. Want him to shake him off right here. He actually comes back down. I'm instructing him to escape the leg ride. So that right leg that's in, we want to escape that. And now he gets to the point where we go, okay, let's hit the Granby now. He hits the Granby, gets his escape, and that's good for him. Another double leg right after the Granby. So you guys out there that are jiu-jitsu guys, you guys probably already understand this, because a lot of academies will flow roll, and upper belts usually will go with lower belts, and they won't try to destroy them. They'll try to work on techniques. Again, nice little reinforced chicken wing, or what we call the Anderson bar. It's a little tilt, kind of loses control with his hips, but is able to come back on top. And I believe it's one more score, and we'll end up having a technical fall, 15-point lead. So he's going to cut him in a second. So anyway, thank you guys so much for all your support to this channel. Again, I know this isn't jiu-jitsu, it's wrestling, but maybe you guys could learn something from the takedown portions, maybe a little bit of the control portions. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, he cuts him, and we're going to hit a nice little, here's a head dip elbow pass to an outside single. See, check the head dip right there and the elbow pass. So again, guy grabs a collar, head dip elbow pass, sweep single to the right side, and ends up taking the guy. The guy was kind of finished at that point. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow with some more jiu-jitsu. Take care.